Welcome back to my channel, The Sunday Cook, with me, Anthony Gerber, where I am going to be preparing a wonderful soup, one of my favorites, and it's so simple to make. It's a roasted garlic and tomato soup, full of flavor, full of wholesomeness, really good for you, and perfect for this cold December weekend. Here are the ingredients. I'll be using lots of tomatoes, about a kilo's worth, rosemary, and of course some garlic. I'm using 2 heads of garlics and some fresh chilies. All of these ingredients are fresh. I'm keeping the vines on the tomatoes. For the tomatoes, I'm actually using 2 different types. The common tomato, I actually don't know what it's called, and then plump little cherry tomatoes. I'm giving it all a good wash. Once that's done, I'm gonna give my bulbs of garlic off with their heads. There you go. And then now I'm just adding them to my roasting tray. I've kept all the vines and everything together just because the vines actually enhance the tomato flavor as it cooks. I'm adding my rosemary, and then I'm gonna add 2 chilies, which I've actually just halved. You don't need to use them if you don't want it to be too spicy. Season it well with salt and pepper. I'm using sea salt. And put it in the oven on a high temperature at 200 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes. Once it's finished cooking, you'll see it's all charred in certain places, and the tomatoes will be all soft and tender, and the garlic will be caramelized and squeezable. So I'm taking out the vine now, and then with the garlic I'm just squeezing the soft flesh into my tomato soup mixture, like so. And then this is what it looks like before you've blended it. So some people like to keep it really chunky, so you can do. I'm gonna use my handheld blender, there you go, and I'm gonna give it a good pulse. So I like my soups really smooth. Of course, you don't need to. You can maybe blend part of it and then leave the rest of it as it is. I then add a couple dashes of Worcestershire sauce. It just gives it a little bit of extra body rather, and I just love the flavor. You don't need to if you don't want to. And now it's time to ladle it into a bowl and add a little bit of a garnish, some more Worcestershire sauce, and off you go. I hope that you enjoy this recipe. It's one of my favorites, and it's so easy to do. Perfect when it's just been snowing outside like it has been today. Thanks for joining me on today's episode of The Sunday Cook. If you liked what you saw, then hit the thumbs up. And if you'd like to leave me a comment, please do so in the field below. Otherwise, I will see you next time on The Sunday Cook.